Nick thought that the Patriots were going to win it all last year.
Super Bowl 53. You and Chandler in Old Hall, you guys called the Patriots are awful. What are you talking about? And I said, okay, you have to
They
have hope in
were
the best team in the
awful.
league. According to Chandler, what are you talking about?
I never said they're gonna win it all. I think they're gonna be
I think they're barely gonna miss the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
I think
Nick,
they're gonna
aren't
make
you the
it.
kid who picked Texas A&M to win our March Madness bracket a couple
And they
times?
got to the Sweet 16 that year.
Wow, Nick, that's great.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the fourth episode of the Nosebleeds podcast, where today we will be discussing our predictions for the NFL playoffs. We've drafted together playoff teams in the past two episodes. If you haven't seen those already, make sure go check those out. And today we're going to be crowning a Super Bowl champion. My name is Nick Antonakis, and we have the reunition today of the original Nosebleeds podcast cast. We have Chandler Betts, we have Stuart Brooks, and we have Andrew Donis. Donis doesn't seem too happy with the intro.
Nick, you said reunition.
Reunition.
What was I supposed to
Let's
say?
go. AP Lang on Wednesday, boys. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to get a 5 out of 5 on my AP Lang exam on this Wednesday for everybody who already knows. Because I have perfect grammar. You heard me there. It was perfect.
Capping.
All right. So basically, we're just going to go through. Everybody has the playoff brackets organized out. We're going to say our points first, and then after as a group, we'll decide a playoff bracket. So, yeah, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I say we start with the AFC maybe. Do you guys want to start with the AFC? Is that good with you?
Sure.
And should I start, or does anybody else
Sure,
want to
go
start? I don't know. Me? Okay. All right,
Go ahead.
so for anybody who doesn't already know, we had our seedings organized by the group. We had the Chiefs finishing as the number 1 seed, therefore they get the bye. Ravens in the number 2 seed, Bills at number 3, Titans at number 4, I hate that, Broncos at number 5, Browns at number 6, and Patriots at number 7. So in the first round, a wild card weekend, we have Ravens versus Patriots, Bills versus Browns, and Titans versus Broncos. So we'll start with the Ravens versus the Patriots. Oh, and we'll go through. We'll do wild card. Everybody's the wild card, or should we just go all the way through to the AFC Championship?
We can go by round.
Yeah,
sure.
we'll go by round. Okay.
We'll go by round.
So for the Ravens versus the Patriots, you guys are gonna hate me for this.
If you're taking the Patriots, I'm
Don't
getting
do
out of
it.
here.
Don't do it.
It was a joke.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
I was about to leave the meeting.
That is on
mean-
brand for Nick to take the Patriots there. It's because of Nick that the Patriots are even in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, it's true.
I think they
All right,
should
go.
have gotten in. I'm glad they gotten in, but
All right, come on,
sadly they will.
We'll
face the
keep going.
Ravens.
We'll talk about the Patriots and then we talk
Yeah.
about their match.
They'll face the Ravens, and they're gonna honestly, I don't know. I'll say maybe like 35-14. They'll lose
Oh, dang.
in Baltimore. They're gonna
That's
get.
tough.
I mean, it's not gonna maybe 35-21. It's just like Jackson's just gonna
30,
like
31.
Stuart said. What'd you say?
31-24-ish, but not 35-14 or whatever you had. That's
35-21. I'll say. Like
That's
Stuart said in our previous.
52-7.
Let's just let Nick go all the way through.
Yeah,
And
like
talk about ours
Stuart
individually.
said in our previous episode, Mar Jackson's just going to dance over the Patriots. Like, it's not even going to be funny. So, yeah, I have the Ravens moving on. And then for the Bills versus Browns matchup, I have the Bills winning. I feel like it's going to be a low-scoring game, maybe like 24-14, 24-21, something like that. Because the Bills have a good defense.
Pretty mediocre.
Yeah, nice good job.
It's not. Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. Yeah. All right. So I have the Bills winning in that, and then Titans versus Broncos. I have the Broncos winning on the road. I feel like the Titans don't deserve this 4th spot. I feel like the Texans or the Colts should be in instead of them. But anyway,
Texans.
All right.
the
Texans with
All right.
what defense?
Yeah, 12-4 Colts, boys.
Yeah, that was
So Nick took the Ravens, Bills, and Broncos.
Ravens, Bills, Broncos.
Okay.
Those are my picks. Who's next?
I can go.
Go ahead.
All right. So I agree with you on the Ravens point. They're going to take down the Pats. I think it's going to be like I have 27-10, but it might even be worse than that. And then I actually have Cleveland over Buffalo here. Me and Chandler both believe in Cleveland a good amount. Josh Allen, I don't believe him. I don't believe in him in a playoff game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Cleveland, and I'm also going to take Tennessee over Denver. I also kind of agree with Nick here. I'd rather take Houston over Tennessee to make the playoffs, but I don't believe in Denver that much, so I'm going with Tennessee in a close game.
Yeah. Andrew, do you mind if I go? Mine will be relatively quick
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
Because I agree
Go
with
ahead.
everything Stuart just said. I have the Ravens over the Patriots. I said 42-21.
Dang.
I also had the
Ooh.
Browns over the Bills. I said 28-21. And I have the Titans over the Broncos. Because like Nick said, he doesn't think the Titans deserve the 4 seed. I mean, that's just the product of the playoff system. But I also don't think the Broncos deserve the 5th seed or the 6th seed. I think they should probably be the 7th seed if they're even going to make the playoffs. But, yeah, I have a 20-17 game there. Yeah, that's my wild card round for the AFC.
I have the same predictions as Nick, which means we are completely
Yeah, we're deadlocked.
on
Oh,
two
God, of
games,
course
which
we
can
are.
be fun to debate. Here's my reasoning. Ravens over Pats. I mean, the Patriots are not going to be as good this year when they lose both their linebackers, Lamar and Mark Ingram. We're just going to run the ball over them all over the place. Bills versus Browns. The Browns have a lot of talent. However, they're pretty poorly coached year in and year out. And they can't just rely on OBJ and Jarvis Landry against the Bills secondary because the Bills defense is really good. It's going to be even better this year probably. Or about the same maybe. But their offense, the Bills offense is going to be a lot better, and I don't see how they're going to stop that offense with Stephon Diggs now. So I just think the Bills are going to kind of be able to control. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, maybe 17-13, something like that. But I think the Bills have the much better defense and the better quarterback, better coach. When you have the better defense, quarterback, coach, you're going to win. Broncos, I have winning just because if the Titans try to rely on Derrick Henry, I think Von Miller and Bradley Chubb will they'll kind of shut him down or keep him, and he won't run over them like he did last year against every team in the playoffs. So I think they'll be forced to rely on Ryan Tannehill, and I don't trust. I like Tannehill, but I don't trust a good defense in the playoffs
Okay.
with
We're
not
deadlocked.
receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
going to be
We're good on the Ravens beating the Patriots though, so that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be fun to debate later. It'll be interesting to see who actually ends up coming out. But
All right,
in the
divisional.
Ravens versus Bills matchup that I had the Ravens and the Bills both moving on. I actually have the Bills winning.
What the?
Well,
I have the Bills winning as well.
I feel
Whoa!
like
Some Bills fans in here.
I
Oh my
have an
God.
instinct. Diggs will be that last piece that can maybe put the offense. He'll be the last piece that can put that offense over the edge and kind of just
Wrong.
make them more of an elite offense and just finally something to overcome the Ravens. Because last year when the Ravens and the Bills played in the regular season, it was actually a very close game. And if it were for the Bills, it was a good game. And if it were for the Bills' offense maybe being a little bit better, I bet the Bills would have come out of that game with the win. But, I feel like if anybody's going to be able to topple Lamar Jackson in his running game, it's going to be the Bills' defense. So, yeah, I have the Bills coming out of that one. And then in the Broncos versus Chiefs matchup in the divisional round, I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs. They're just going to – despite I like the Broncos, I like their team. They have a good offense. They have a good amount of talent on defense as well. But the Chiefs are just a totally different story, and I feel like they're just going to kind of tear the Broncos apart, not to kind of shoot on the Broncos. But, I just feel like, it'll be the Chiefs coming out of that one with the victory.
Andrew, you go next because you two have the same playoff bracket so far.
I also have the Chiefs beating the Broncos and the Bills beating the Ravens.
Perfect.
Did you guys coordinate on this?
No.
We did not, no.
Well, me and Chandler are the same, so
we're probably gonna have the same. Yeah. So then, Stuart, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. So I have so the Chiefs playing Cleveland. I have the Chiefs. I like Cleveland's offense, but I just think in Arrowhead, and Browns defense isn't that great. So I think the Chiefs are going to put up 40 or more points in that game.
Wow.
And then Baltimore playing Tennessee. I'm going to take Baltimore this year because I think I don't know. I just like revenge game. Last year was, I don't want to say it was a fluke, but I just feel like they can win, comparing the two rosters. And Tennessee got a little bit worse. So yeah, I have the Chiefs and Ravens moving on.
I have a sneaky feeling that we're going to come out of the AFC with two exact parallel brackets. I have the Chiefs beating the Browns in Arrowhead, and then I have the Ravens getting revenge on Tennessee. I'll go a little bit more in depth on the Tennessee one. I like Tennessee more than most people do because I think that Tannehill is a very good system quarterback, and I think that he is in a very good system right now. He has all the support he needs. He has mildly good playmaking wide receivers. He has an incredible running back. He has a solid defense, pretty good coach. I think that they're in a good position to win games against teams that are somewhat equal on talent, but the Ravens are so much more talented than the Titans that I just don't think it's close. And to the point about the Bills and Ravens, because I know we're not going to get to talk about that matchup again, the Ravens are just like a better version of the Bills. Am I crazy in saying that?
No.
I mean, they're pretty much the same team when you look at it.
I would say the Bills' defense is better than the Ravens' defense.
I very strongly disagree with that.
Just by a little bit, the Ravens' offense is much better. I think their coaching is better. Plus, they're playing at home. And they did win last year.
I would say the Bills have a better wide receiving core than the Ravens as well.
I agree with that.
Much better.
But I also
Not
don't think
much
that
better.
especially – no, it is
much better.
But I also
Why?
don't think
They
that
have
especially matters.
Ravens don't
Yeah,
have any
Ravens
wide
have.
receivers.
Hey,
Yeah,
they have
Ravens don't
Hollywood
have
Brown is good.
Willie,
Okay, they have Hollywood Brown, but who else do
He's
they have? They don't have
healthy.
anybody
He's
else.
healthy.
Sneed,
Okay,
Hollywood
and the
Brown.
Bills have Stephon Diggs, and who else do they have?
John
What's his name?
Brown.
Cole
Cole
Beasley,
That is good. Cole Beasley. No, don't even.
Brown.
Don't even
John
say
Brown. John Brown was nice.
John Brown
Yeah,
is good,
John
yeah.
Brown
Brown
was
is pretty
great
good, yeah.
last year.
He was on my fantasy team.
That's three. Imagine having John Brown as like your wide receiver 3, or Cole Beasley as your wide receiver 3.
That's fine.
a
He's
very
not
good
good.
wide
that's
receiver
like
3.
that's like
He put up 1,000.
perfectly in the middle. No, John Brown is a wide receiver 2, but Cole Beasley is a wide receiver 3 is not
Yeah, I guess it is.
something to bang your chest about.
John Brown burnt
They have
Gilmore
a-
last year. Remember that?
They have a great wide receiver 1.
Yes, that's true. I agree with that.
Good enough, at least.
Anyway,
All right, we'll get to the point later.
Whatever. We'll go back to that.
we'll disagree for now, but we're gonna have to make a decision later. Okay, so in the AFC Championship, I am actually pondering.
If you say the Bills,
I'm pondering my decision right now.
You take the Bills over the Chiefs.
if you take the
don't
Bills
matter.
over the Chiefs,
Here.
yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
Damn, dude.
I do like the Bills too, though.
I'll go
Yeah.
Chiefs. I'll go Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm taking Cleveland.
I cannot see
Kansas City.
the Bills winning in Arrowhead. Like, it's just they're a good team. They have a great defense, but like, even I was just hoping that the only reason that the Bills would win is that their offense would be able to capitalize on the Chiefs' terrible defense, but it doesn't even matter because the Chiefs are so good that they can come back from like 25 points down any day. That's how
defense
good
isn't
their
that
offense
bad.
is.
They have players.
I know, but still.
Yeah.
They let up like 24 straight points to the Texans last year, and we saw them come all the way
one
back.
of them was a punt touchdown there.
Yeah, no,
Punt,
but
punt.
still. Okay, still.
Okay.
Still like their defense still isn't great. And their offense can still overcome a big deficit and come out with the win. So I don't think the Bills are going to be able to beat the Chiefs. As much as I kind of want them to, I don't think they're going to be able to.
I'm with you. I have the Chiefs beating.
Yeah,
I said they were going to beat the Ravens, but I have them winning.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Donuts?
the Chiefs.
Oh,
I have the Chiefs.
everybody has
all-
the Chiefs.
Okay, so we're all good with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. But we got to figure out. Well, are we going to come back to the playoff bracket at the end?
Yes, we're gonna.
Yeah, we'll
we're
do
gonna,
NFC now.
Now we're going to do NFC, our
Okay.
own predictions, and then we're going to say our Super Bowl winners, our own predictions, and then at the end we'll have to come back and decide
Okay.
a playoff bracket. So
Got it.
now we move to the NFC. For people who don't already know, the Saints we have at the number 1 seed. We have the Seahawks as the number 2 seed. Packers at number 3. Eagles at number 4. 49ers at number 5. Bucks at number 6. And Bears at number 7. So in the first round, in Wild Card Weekend, the Saints get a bye. We have Seahawks versus Bears, Eagles versus 49ers, and Packers versus Bucks. So I guess I'll start things off just because I started last time in the Seahawks versus Bears matchup. I have the Seahawks winning this bout. I'm kind of mad that the Bears actually made the playoffs over the Cowboys. I would much rather have the Cowboys in than the Bears. Yeah, Weedham boys. Yeah, so I have the Seahawks. I have the Seahawks beating the Bears 35-14. The Bears, I mean, as much as I liked Nick Foles, as much as he did a great job for the Eagles, I don't even like Nick Foles. I don't know what I'm saying. But as much of a good job as he did for the Eagles back when they won the Super Bowl, he's not going to be able to bring the Bears out of this rut that they're stuck in. I don't even know if he's going to be able to make them qualify for the playoffs. But in our predictions, he does, but have them losing to the Seahawks in the first round. Then in Eagles versus 49ers, I have the Eagles winning this one. It's going to be close. I have them winning it. What'd you say?
No, you're just like, I actually, it's not, it's not, they're the higher seed. It's not.
Yeah, that's true. They're at
Well,
home.
no, I know, but the team that's returning, the team that went to the Super Bowl last year, I have them getting out in Wild Card Weekend. So I have the Eagles winning this bout 21-17. It'll be a close match, but like I said, a close bout, a close fight. But like we were discussing before we started recording the podcast, I feel like the 49ers have lost too much on offense, and not getting the number one seed in their division is really going to cost them this year, having to face the Eagles in the first round. So I have them losing 21-17. And then finally for the Packers versus the Bucks, I have the Bucks winning. I have them winning 28-17. I am not too confident in the Packers this year. I don't really like their offense. They lost a lot already. They didn't draft any wide receivers and running backs. I feel like we're a broken record saying this over and over again, but they had the worst draft. And I feel like that's going to bite them in the butt. And the Packers are going to lose in the first round 17-28, and Bucks are going to move on.
All right. Can I go?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I agree with you, Nick, on all of these. I have Seattle over Chicago. I don't really see how Chicago is going to make it to the playoffs. I'm not big on Seattle either, but I'll take Russell Wilson over Nick Foles in this matchup here. And I also agree with the Eagles. I really like the Eagles this year, and I think the Niners got worse. They're playing at home. Hopefully they're healthy. I'm going to take them over San Francisco on the road. And then I also have Tampa Bay over Green Bay. I think it'll be in Lambeau, right? Because
yes, it will.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know. I believe in Brady and that offense there. It might be a closer game than maybe Nick is predicting, but maybe a shootout. But I'm leaning towards Tampa Bay in that matchup.
All right. Going back to the AFC order, I'll go. So, okay. I want to preface this by saying I do not have the Bears making the playoffs. But at the same time, I am going to be taking the Bears over the Seahawks in this game.
Holy crap! Oh my God.
I'm with that.
You can't really be too mad.
I don't like Seattle either.
Yeah, Seattle has a terrible supporting cast this year.
They're not that good. I don't think they should be.
They have pretty good. They have pretty good wide receivers. They have DK Metcalf and they have Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, that's.
They have Will Dissly coming back. I will give them that, but their offensive line is horrible.
Very above average.
They had possibly the worst draft. I think that's a somewhat fair thing to say. Who did they draft? The linebacker.
I would say the Packers
out of
had a
Texas
worse
Tech.
draft.
Whatever.
Okay. So let's move from there. I have Nick Foles, incredible playoff quarterback. In this scenario where we have them making the playoffs, I will have him taking a game at the 12th man. But going back to the teams having terrible drafts, I'm going to move to the Packers-Bucks game, and I have the Bucks winning. I have that being a very close game, a matchup of two of the greatest quarterbacks of their respective generations, and I have the Bucks winning. Having them as the 6th seed is somewhat surprising to me, but they do have a pretty difficult schedule, so I will acquiesce there. And then I have the Eagles 49ers. I mean,
oh shit!
I'm sorry, Andrew. I have the 49ers winning 28-14. I don't think that the Eagles' offense is going to be as dominant this year, and I think that the 49ers are too well coached of a team to do that. What did you say?
How?
Explain to me why the Eagles' offense is not good.
The Eagles'
I think
offense is low-key underrated. They have the best O-line in the league.
Yeah, they have a
They
great
have the
O-line.
best tight end
They have
duo
a
in the
very
league
good
by
quarterback.
far.
But
Yeah.
talk to me about their wide receiver core.
Deshaun Jackson.
Hold on.
Yeah, how old is he?
Doesn't matter. He's
Hold on,
good.
let me make
Alshon
let me
Jeffrey's
make
still
my
pretty
argument.
good.
Let me make my
Greg
argument here.
Ward.
Alshon Jeffrey is going to be healthy.
Yeah, okay.
When he's healthy, he's a top 20. He's a solid wide receiver one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
he's
top
good.
20. I'll give you that.
I give you top
Deshaun
15.
Jackson.
Yep.
Deshaun Jackson, just send him deep. Jalen Reagor runs a 4.22 unofficial, 4.29 official.
Yeah.
Deep. Just send him deep. You have two top 10 tight ends.
Okay, yeah.
You have Miles Sanders, who's emerging as a star. Carson Wentz,
Boston
he's
Scott.
28
Boston
downs, 7 interceptions, and 4,000 yards.
Yeah, I
Nobody.
agree.
Boston
I
Scott
am a fan of
is
Carson Wentz.
The best
Jesus
O-line in the
reincarnated.
league. The Eagles have the best O-line in the league.
Best
And
O-line in the league.
Good coach.
Also just got Goodwin, good coach.
Yeah.
Greg Ward has been great when he's come up to play. I just don't see they led the league last year in plays per game, but they were 21st in yards per play. So now that they have Deshaun Jackson, Jalen Reagor, and Marquise Goodwin, 3 fast guys, those guys are going to go deep, thus opening the field for both them deep. They're going to force safeties back, which leads more space to Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. And it's going to cause mismatches in the box, which will allow for Miles Sanders and the running backs to run the ball even further. So I think they're going to be really good on offense. I think they're just going to be pretty mediocre on defense, which is what's going to kill them eventually.
yeah,
But
I mean, I think that the 49ers are a pretty good matchup for them, though. I mean, they have a strong secondary. They're experienced in the playoffs, which is very important. And I really just can't look past having Kyle Shanahan go out in the wild card weekend. I think that there are times where the lights are too bright for him as a coach, as we've seen, but I don't think that wild card weekend in what is it, CityLink? Is that the stadium for
Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Financial?
Lincoln Financial.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be too bright for him. So yeah, I have the 49ers winning 28-14.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that's
that's
my-
fair. I would say
All right,
that's fair.
Andrew.
All right. My first round predictions, I have the Seahawks over the Bears. If the Bears make the playoffs, which I don't know how likely it is, I don't think they have a good enough offense. If Clowney goes back to the Seahawks, then I have no doubt that the Seahawks will beat the Bears. Packers, Bucks, I have the Bucks winning. I think Aaron Rodgers is much better than Tom Brady at this point in time. However, he has nobody around him, and Brady still has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Gronk, all that. Also, if the Bucks win, that means we could see Breeze versus Brady in the next round, which would be great. And Eagles, 49ers. This is probably clear by now, but I have the Eagles winning. I just don't trust the team that just came off of a Super Bowl loss. I think they got worse. They lost Emmanuel Sanders. They lost DeForest Buckner, right? Or was it Eric Armstead?
Mm-hmm.
They traded DeForest Buckner for a first-round pick, right?
Yeah, they traded him for Javon Kinlaw,
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah,
who is one of the most underrated players in that past draft, because with good coaching, he has all the physical traits to succeed at the next level.
Until he tears his Achilles.
I think he'll be
and we
good. But I don't get why they would trade somebody who was like probably a top 5 defensive tackle.
No, I think that was a good trade.
Salary cap
They don't
considerations.
want to pay him. Yeah. They don't
Rookie
wanna pay him.
contract, yeah.
They don't want to pay him. And they have
Oh,
pass
is he?
rushers. Yeah.
Oh,
I think he was expiring after this year.
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
mean, I guess it makes sense. But also, I don't know how good Brandon Ayuk is going to be. I mean, I get that he's got like a huge Wingspan, but Jimmy G has not really proven himself. I know he went 13-3 last year or whatever, but in the Super Bowl when it came down to it, I don't want to say he lost the game, but he didn't win it.
He kind of did.
He was,
No, I agree with
He's
I
okay.
agree with Andrew there. He is a system quarterback. There's no two ways about it.
Lose the game.
Yeah, they're gonna be all nice and warm. They're
But
gonna
he
go to the
didn't-
Eagles.
but he didn't
It's
do
gonna
enough.
Freaking rain and snow there, and he's gonna throw a pick 6 in like the first quarter.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the Eagles defense is going to be able to shut down the 49ers offense because I don't think their offense is going to be that good. Who's their left tackle?
Trent Williams.
Who? Yeah, Trent Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Oh,
traded
that-
for him. Yeah,
I was about to bring that
that was
up
a good
I forgot
trade. That
about
was a
that.
good trade.
because I was just looking up the 49ers roster and I
That was a
remember
good
Joe
trade.
Staley retired and then they got Trent Williams.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Also, Trent Williams took like a year off, right?
Year and a
Basically,
half.
Yeah, more than that.
So I just,
Whatever.
yeah, I don't really trust Jimmy G. I don't really trust Jimmy G.
Yeah.
When it comes down on the line, it's going to be a close game. I think Wentz, he's probably going to have better weapons, and if the Eagles can find a way to shut down Kittle, then I have no doubt that they'll win.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, divisional.
Yeah, I agree with those picks relatively. And now, well, actually, yeah, I do agree. Okay, anyway, so now we move into the divisional round. I feel like this is going to be two of the closest games all year. Honestly, I feel like these four teams left are four really great teams. So I'll start with the Saints versus Bucks. I have the Saints winning the number 1 seed, going to the AFC Championship, finally overcoming NFC Championship. What am I saying?
Nice
Finally overcoming their playoff chokes that they've had for the past couple of years. I have them beating out the Bucks 38-35. I feel like it's going to be a very close game, but obviously it's going to be a shootout like we've seen. The Bucks are gearing up to have one of the best offenses in the league, as well as the Saints, who also have a dynamic offense with the addition of Emmanuel Sanders getting that second wide receiver that was very much needed. So I have the Saints winning that one. And then the Seahawks versus the Eagles, I have the Eagles winning. I have them beating out the Seahawks, winning 24-21 on the road. I have faith in the Seahawks this year, and I know you guys were saying – in the Eagles this year. I know you guys were saying that they have a good offense, but their defense is pretty mediocre. But I feel like
I like their defense.
I feel like the addition of Darius Slay is going to be more impactful than people have actually thought. He's one of the best lockdown corners in the league, I would say. And I feel like adding him to this Eagles defense that was already pretty mediocre before.
Had a pretty bad secondary.
But their
Jenkins.
linebacking core, their defensive line is pretty good. So adding Darius Slay to that secondary.
Their linebacker core is horrendous.
I was going to say, their linebacker core is
their
not
linebacker
good.
core?
It's not.
They should have drafted Kenneth Murray.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, he was there. It kind of is. It kind of is.
Yeah, it's like the weakest part of their team.
Okay.
And that's exactly what Jimmy G attacks.
Look for a trade.
And their defense. Well, Jimmy G
Jalen
is in this
Reagor is
matchup.
just John Ross incarnate. He's not Tyreek Hill.
His on-field speed is up there with Tyreek Hill, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's also – so is John Ross. Are you going to say John Ross is going to be a good wide receiver this year?
No, but John Ross
the answer
is
is
on the
no.
Bengals.
All right, come on.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
Okay,
so
anyway. Yeah, I have the Eagles winning 24-21 to go on to the NFC Championship.
All right. Okay, so for the first matchup here, Tampa Bay and New Orleans. So I really think it could go either way here, but I'm actually going to go with Tampa Bay because I think New Orleans is good. I think they might have the best roster in the entire league, like looking, defense, offense. But if we look at like Drew Brees playing in the playoffs these last couple of years, against the Eagles in the divisional round, wasn't that great. Then in the NFC Championship, he threw a big-time pick. Last year against the Vikings, he was, not good at all.
That was awful.
And also, I know people are saying, they're going to overcome. I think it's almost personal to me because last year before the playoffs, I picked them to win the Super Bowl, and then they lost to the Vikings in the wild card. So I just think they're going to choke. So I had Tampa Bay here, even though if I was comparing the rosters, I'd probably go with New Orleans, but I'm just going to take Tampa Bay. And then I'm also going to go with the Eagles over the Seahawks. I just think it's a matchup thing here. I just think the Eagles are better, and I just think they'll win that game. So, yeah, I have the Bucks over the Saints and the Eagles over the Seahawks.
All right. So I'll go. I have Saints, Bears, and 49ers, Bucks. Saints are going to kill the Bears. It's not really going to be close. I have 35-10. The Bears, I was just very not happy with the Seahawks being a 2 seed. I also wasn't really happy with the Bears making the playoffs, but I think that the Seahawks are not built to be a team for the playoffs this year. Or they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to be built to be a team that's going to succeed in the playoffs. But enough about that round. Yeah, I have the Saints winning 35-10, and then I have the 49ers and the Bucks, and I have the Bucks winning 31-21. in a very
Wow.
sentimental might not be the right word. But we have Brady, Jimmy G. Yeah, Bucks are gonna win, and that puts us to a Saints-Bucks NFC Championship, and we'll get back to that.
Donis?
I have the Saints beating the Bucks. Probably because I just don't think the Bucks have a good defense. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Jared Cook, Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, and Emmanuel Sanders. I just don't think that's going to be there. And then I get the Bucks had a really good offense. However, they don't. So like the Saints have a solid defense.
I mean, the defense isn't bad. Bucks defense isn't bad. They have
It's
Shaq
okay.
Lawson, Antoine Winfield coming
I
in.
think the Saints are going to come over.
Well,
Remember,
yeah, I have the
the
Saints-
Vikings defense shut down the Saints for most
Gotta
of
be
the
honest.
playoff game last year.
No clue what you just said.
Yeah, he didn't hear.
Yeah, but now the Saints have Emmanuel Sanders.
I mean, yeah, I have the Saints-Bucks in the next round, so I'm
So I
not
just
going to
think-
say what I think's going to happen there yet. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, true.
Okay, yeah. I just think the Saints. I think the Saints show up, especially going to play in New Orleans. I think the Saints come out with that win. Eagles Seahawks. I have the Eagles probably because of the defensive line. Seahawks have a terrible offensive line, and now that the Eagles have Darius Slay, it's not going to be as easy to just throw the ball to whoever and have them be open. And with that defensive line, Fletcher Cox, Malik Jackson, Javon Hargrave, Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, possibly Jadeveon
Great
Clowney,
D-line.
that'd be cool. But
That'd be great. Yeah.
I just don't think it's one of the best defensive lines. So I just don't think the Seahawks offensive line can hold up. And then on offense, I don't know who's gonna. I don't think that Bobby Wagner will he'll be good against Zach Ertz, but if you cover Zach Ertz, then Zach Ertz can kind of take Bobby Wagner out of the equation as far as in the passing game. So then I don't think the Seahawks have really anybody to cover anybody else. So then I'd have the Eagles and the Saints in the NFC Championship.
All right, Nick, NFC Championship time.
Okay, so in the NFC Championship, again, I'm debating this matchup because
Who do you have again?
He has the Eagles.
I have
and
the
Saints.
Eagles and the Saints in the NFC
Okay.
Championship. Just like the AFC, I was going back and forth on this. I have to go with the Saints. I cannot see the Saints losing. I feel like if there's one year that the Saints are actually going to finally come out of the playoffs and not choke, it's got to be this year because Drew Brees, I feel like, is running out of time. The amount of time left
Yeah,
on
he's
his
40.
clock in his career. Yeah, it's
41, I
running
think.
low.
41, yeah, you're right.
So I feel like if there's going to be a year to prevail, I feel like Brees is going to have that extra momentum behind him to finally push him forward out of the playoffs. So I feel like the Saints will beat the Eagles. I would say a score maybe like 28-21, 28-17, something like that. But yeah, I have the Saints coming out. They're going to go to the Super Bowl.
All right, so I have the Eagles playing Tampa Bay, and I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles making it to the Super
Wow.
Bowl. I like their offense. I like their defense, and I just think it's a matchup thing again here. And I honestly, this comes down really to Carson Wentz. I'm a big fan of his, even though I'm a Patriots fan. I just think he's great, and he's just going to be able to dissect that Bucs defense at home. I think Philly's going to win it, and I think Carson Wentz is going to prove that he's able to lead a team to a Super Bowl. And sort of after people doubting him and stuff after Foles won that Super Bowl, I think the Eagles are going to make the Super Bowl.
All right, I have the Saints and the Bucks in the NFC Championship one round later than most people have them, but I have the Saints winning 38-35 in a very close game. But yeah, I think that the Saints on paper are probably the best team in football. Maybe they're the most balanced team in football. I'll say that. I think the Chiefs and the Saints, you can both make an argument for them having the two best teams in football. But even though the Saints drafted Zach Bond, anybody who watched my draft content knows that I do not like Zach Bond as a player. But they were already a third team coming into the draft.
So
Yeah, I know. I'm so mean. But I'm sure Zach Bond is personally hurt by my insult. But I mean, they got Emmanuel Sanders. I think that team is primed for success, and I have them going to the Super Bowl, plain and simple.
Me?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have Saints versus Eagles. This one is really a toss-up. I'm gonna go Eagles
Let's go.
because of what happened last time. Last time the Saints and Eagles played,
Eagles
Alshon
almost won.
Jeffrey, Eagles were 20 yards away from the game-winning touchdown. They were charging down the field, passed straight through Alshon Jeffrey's hands into somebody's hands. I forget who picked it up.
Wait, is
but
Alshon
it was just
Jeffrey
like
not a reliable
crushing
receiver
one.
in the playoffs?
Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
Really? Wait, really? That's the first time I've heard that.
That team had
So-
Nick Foles, and they were injured, and they almost beat the Saints
I
at
know.
home. They're going to win.
So I think with Wentz back and I think with Wentz and kind of a team that wants revenge on the Saints. Also, there's been a lot of stirring going on recently about the Saints would have beaten the Eagles if it weren't for the Minneapolis Miracle. Eagles are clapping back about a lot of that.
False.
So I just think
I
the
don't think
Eagles,
so.
I
gonna
disagree.
kinda have
That
the
game was a
momentum.
whooping.
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree completely too. I think the Eagles
Yeah.
would have destroyed the Saints. It was
Mhm.
38-7 against the Vikings. You're telling me a team that couldn't beat the Vikings was going to go into Philadelphia and win? No chance.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
been a little closer, but I don't
I
think
think the Eagles come out in a very very close game, just because they want revenge on the Saints. I think Wentz is gonna be an MVP candidate this year. So yeah,
All right, so now we're going to go back to the AFC and
Yeah.
finalize
Oh,
the bracket.
Do we want to predict the
No,
Super Bowl
now we're
now?
gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna say our Super Bowl champions, right?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that- Is that are you guys good with that?
Wouldn't be surprised
All right.
if we all the same team.
Yeah.
You know
Actually,
what?
maybe not.
I don't think we will.
Going back to the AFC
Nick, shut up.
to announce my Super
Nick, if
Bowl
you-
contender.
Just okay.
Nick,
you have the
you can't
Chiefs
say
and the Eagles.
Bills and get out of here.
No. I have the Chiefs and the Saints, but I think I
Saints.
might have the Bills. I think I might
No,
have
you
the
can't
Bills
just
with
change
the
your
Saints.
mind
no.
now.
You
Good,
can
you
argue.
already-
You can
all right, you know
argue
what?
it
Fine. I'll leave it. Whatever.
You
Okay.
can re-argue it when we get to the playoff matchups.
Okay.
Doesn't
All right,
matter. We all
so-
have the Chiefs anyway. You're gonna lose out.
I have Chiefs versus Saints. I feel like the Saints are gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Get Saints.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The
Who dat?
Saints.
Who?
The Saints are gonna. I feel like the Saints are finally gonna win, and then Drew Brees will win this game, and then he'll retire.
And then he'll eat Popeyes while he's walking out of this arena.
Yep, he'll just his chauffeur will come up to him with just like a Popeyes bag, just like, here, take it, sir. As he's going up to the Lombardi Trophy, he's just eating the Popeyes. It's like, yeah. All right, so yeah.
Great.
I have the Saints winning the Super Bowl. They're like Chandler said, I think they're the best team on paper in the NFL. So I just feel like they're gonna beat the Chiefs because the Chiefs defense will not be good enough to keep up with the Saints offense.
But the Vikings was
So-
good enough last year.
Yeah, but that
You
was
get
different.
your turn. Your turn's now. Talk. Stuart.
Vikings.
The
Okay.
Vikings also had Eric Hendricks, Everson Griffin,
Tyron
Harrison
Matthew.
Smith.
All right, here. Let me just make a pick here.
Go for
Tyron
it.
Matthew.
Matthew's very good.
All right. So my Super Bowl is the Chiefs and the Eagles, and I am big on the Eagles, but the player I'm biggest on is Mahomes. I'm a Patriots fan, and I think Brady's the best ever on legacy, but like Mahomes is easily the best I've ever seen like throw a football, and I just think that how old is he now? Like 24. This is like the prime of his career. A very good offense. I just think I don't know. I just feel like he's just that good that he's just gonna win this game, and I don't even know. Maybe the Saints go to the Super Bowl, but I just have the Chiefs winning no matter what. I just think this is the year for him. If he's going to win the MVP, I think he's going to win the Super Bowl again. And I have the Chiefs over the Eagles. I have 30-17, but I'm not sure.
All right. So yeah, I have the Chiefs and the Saints in the Super Bowl. The Saints are the most complete team in football, like I said. They were already primed for success this year, and then they had a good offseason. They have a good defense, and they have a really good offense. Having said that, the Chiefs got Clyde Edward-Helaire in this draft. They won the Super Bowl last year with a running back by committee of who was it? I don't even know who it was.
Williams.
Williams. I don't even know who
Yeah.
Williams
Damian
is.
Williams.
Damian
Sean
Williams.
McCoy.
Yeah.
There are
And then
two
they-
Williams.
Nick
There's
Antonakis.
Darian and Daryl.
Okay. So, yeah.
Then
Point is, I don't
Nick
even know who
Antonakis.
their running backs are,
Fullback.
and they still won the Super Bowl. Nick would be a really good fullback.
I think-
Nick is Derek Watt.
Boom! Run through the people. All right, keep going.
Okay,
keep going.
I have the
Yes,
Chiefs
because he's
winning.
the most disappointing out of all of his brothers.
What?
Well,
God.
he's not wrong.
Let's go, Andrew Antonakis. Let's go.
Oh my
No,
God.
back to this. Chiefs, oh my God, that offense is going to be ridiculous this year.
Travis Kelce.
They have
Tyreek Hill.
a shot at being better than the 2007 Patriots offense. Not the whole team, just the offense.
Like the stats?
Like, yeah,
Because the best team statistically, I think, is the 13 Broncos, actually.
I think, isn't that just passing attack?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I meant
Yeah,
as a
it is.
whole offense.
Oh, okay.
I have a 35-24 win. I want the Saints to win, but as they said in Gridiron Heights once, Bounty Gate clearly angered the gods.
Yep, it's true. They're going to choke.
Even though James Harrison got an envelope for $75,000 once he got fined. Thank you, Mike Tomlin.
That's true.
We're active on recent developments here on the Nosebleeds podcast.
Then again,
All
this
right,
is going to
Andrew.
go out like 10 years after we record, so it's fine.
Hey, be optimistic. Plus, it literally just happened like 2 days ago. The interview was like 2 days ago. It's still going to be relevant.
By the time this video comes out, the season will have been completely canceled. But
Oh my!
is it my
Don't
turn to-
even.
I know.
What happens to all
Harrison.
that money that I paid Roger Goodell to go watch the game in his man cave, the Monday Night Football game?
Yeah, dude. What? They're
Come
just gonna
on,
have to
do I
like
get a
throw
refund?
some like random ass Super Bowl from NFL Network or whatever.
Super
Just
Bowl.
throw it up on
I would
there.
watch Super Bowl.
It's just a
51
party at
in
Goodell.
Roger Goodell's house.
It's just
That
a
would be
party at Goodell's
iconic.
house.
Oh my!
It's just
He would
you
be
and
mad
him.
about that. He'd be like,
You have
I hate
to
this
go and do
shit."
you have to go and do TikTok dances with Goodell, like in the draft, like Jared Judy.
Oh my god! How
Jared
I
Judy's
hated
gonna
that.
get a bust because of that.
Yeah, I know.
I hope he just like his
Jerry
first game
Judy
he
is
just breaks
canceled.
his back because he's just
'Cause of
boom
this-
breaks because of his
He doesn't-
TikTok
he-
dance. Roger Goodell's like, well, you had it coming. All right, don't
Okay,
your
Andrew.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
predictions.
I have the Chiefs beating the Eagles. I just think I don't think the Eagles have enough on defense to stop the Chiefs on offense. And despite how good the Eagles offense I think is going to be, Tyrann Mathieu is going to be good. Really good. Chris Jones is going to be good. I don't know if the Eagles are even going to be healthy at this point in the season. Who knows? Doug's a good coach, but Andy Reid knows a lot about Philly. I
And
think
Doug
Andy
Peterson.
Reid kind of gets it. And I think, yeah, he knows a lot about Doug Peterson. It's kind of, Doug
Peterson's
Peterson's kind of
gonna
his understudy.
Tempt
So,
him with a Big Mac before the game.
Oh my god!
yeah.
I'm gonna throw
And
a game.
I just don't think, send Tyreek deep. That takes away Slay. That takes away their safeties. And then you just have Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce. I don't think the Eagles going to have an answer for that kind of thing. But, yes, I have the Chiefs winning.
All right, so let's go back. I'll write it
Yeah,
down.
we'll take it back. Yeah, I can write it down if you want.
Okay.
We'll take
Go
it
for
back to the AFC, and now as a group, this is going to be the difficult part. We
This is
have
gonna be
to
the hardest one, the
formulate-
wild card AFC.
This is going to be difficult. The forming a playoff bracket as a group. So, okay, here we go. We'll start. Ravens versus Patriots. Who
We
do
all
you
have the
guys
Ravens.
have?
We all
Yeah.
have the Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is
Ravens.
anybody else opposed to the Ravens winning?
Nick secretly has
anyone
the
would-
Pats.
If anyone would be, it would be you, Nick.
Yeah,
It would be me, but
yeah.
The
Even
only
I-
reason they're here. You're the only
even
reason
I'm
they're
not
here.
that stupid. They're not going to beat the I mean, I hope they do, but they won't.
I hope they lose just to spite
Should have
you.
been the Texans. Should have been the Texans.
Just like I was kind of hoping they lose to the Titans just to spite
No,
you.
it
Nick.
should have been the Texans over the Titans. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I agree with that.
No,
I
the
disagree
Texans
with that.
suck. The Texans
You
suck.
guys,
Can we just?
the Titans suck. What
Yeah,
are you
they're not that
talking about?
good. Why do
They
people?
lost Logan
the
Ryan
Titans
on
are a
I think
bad
defense.
team.
Colts
Their
are gonna
offense
beat it.
was mediocre anyway. The only piece that they have is Derrick Henry on the offense.
He's gonna be
Like,
tired.
AJ Brown.
They're gonna run.
Wow, A.J. Brown.
isn't that
A.J.
good.
Brown
He's
is
like a
good.
wide receiver 2 on most teams.
At best.
Yeah, yeah.
What happened to Corey Davis? He was supposed to be good.
He was never supposed to be good. He was the 5th pick out of
He was the
Western
5th pick.
Michigan.
But that's
He was
like
never
high,
supposed
that's
to
a
be
very
good.
high draft pick for a wide
I know, and it
receiver.
was a really
That
bad
is high.
pick.
That's like the elite level of player you want to spend a 5th pick on is like Julio Jones or something like that. Like I can't believe they took a wide receiver 5th. That's a waste of a pick.
It was.
Well,
No offense to Corey
Anyway.
Davis, but you know.
Yeah, sorry. If Corey Davis, if you're watching this, I apologize.
We're sorry.
yeah, we know Corey Davis has been binge watching the Nosebleeds podcast.
All,
and then when he
all
gets to
3
this,
of them.
Yeah, when he gets to this episode, he's just gonna be like, oh.
He's gonna start crying. I'd feel bad now. I'm
That's
sorry, Corey
sad.
Davis. You're not a bust. I apologize.
All right. So now's where things get hard. We have Bills versus the Browns.
Okay, I can concede Buffalo on this one.
Yeah, I will. I still think it's gonna be Cleveland, but I can understand that Buffalo could
Well,
win.
do you want to give an argument for Cleveland?
Yeah,
Not really.
I mean, yeah, I will. I think that Baker Mayfield had a severe sophomore slump, but I think that he can return to his rookie season form where he broke the passing touchdowns for a rookie in 12 games, 13 games, 12 games, I think.
Yeah, something like
Well,
that.
yeah.
12. Yeah. He is a good quarterback, and Freddie Kitchens was a very bad coach, but I think that they have all the tools
Soup
to...
Kitchens.
Yep, and is Freddie Kitchens is the offensive coordinator again, yeah?
No, they fired he's gone.
No.
I thought they demoted him.
No, I
No,
think he's gone.
he's gone.
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
No,
Wait, did he go to the
Dead.
Texans? I mean, not the Texans.
I'm
The
checking now.
Cowboys.
I'm checking.
I don't-
Freddie.
I don't
I think
know.
you might be
Didn't
right.
he go to?
Coach.
I feel like he went
He's
to
on
the
the
Cowboys.
Giants. He's on
Oh.
the Giants now.
Football
Okay.
coach.
No, that's Jason Garrett who went to the Giants.
No,
That-
he's on the Giants. He's
I
on the
literally
Giants.
just looked
He's a
it
tight
up,
end.
Nick.
Yeah, me too. He's a tight ends coach.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
Imagine
all
going
the
from head coach to tight ends coach. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's disappointing.
He is the assistant
Yeah,
to the
that's
tight
tough.
end coach. No, just kidding.
But yeah,
All right, so
I'm a
Equipment
fan
manager.
of the Browns. I think that they have too much top end talent to lose to the Bills. I think the Bills are a very good team. I think that they are a carbon copy of the Ravens, but I also don't think that Josh Allen is a playoff quarterback. That's just a personal thing.
I'm with that too.
I feel like Josh Allen is looking for revenge after last year. He was pissed
Revenge?
after he lost.
He
Why
was not
was he-
pissed. Look at
he
his
was not
face. He
pissed.
looks like he harvests corn in his spare time.
He should have won the game.
mean, he went to
If it weren't
Wyoming.
for-
Of
If it
course
weren't
he
for
does.
Deshaun Watson spinning out of the sack.
That was awesome. Sorry.
That was a hell of a play. Oh my God.
that was an awesome game. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why he's going to be in the playoffs next year.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
over the
not
Titans.
not over the Titans though.
That's all
Yes,
Sam's
over the
fault.
Titans.
That's my
yeah,
fault too.
it's all Sam's fault.
Come on, Sam.
You know what?
Sam,
Yeah.
if you're watching.
Shout out
this,
to Sam.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam.
Shout out to Sam. Sam, comment this timestamp in
Yeah.
the video when you get here and just cry.
Yes, we can prove that you're a true fan. Or else you're never
All
being
right.
invited back on.
All right, we have to finish these things.
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Do we have
acquiesce to the
Bills? Can we
I'll
agree
give
on
it
Take
Bills,
Buffalo.
everybody?
Take Buffalo. They have a better
Okay.
roster top down than.
Yeah,
Move
agreed.
Ten Bills.
All right,
They're at home,
Titans versus Broncos.
I just don't like either of these teams, so I just don't
Yeah.
even care.
What? How?
I like the Titans better.
Who do you
the
like?
Titans are a better coach team.
the Broncos. The Broncos
They have no
will win
experience
this
in the
game.
playoffs. They have no experience. Where's the game?
Dude,
No, it's in
Von
Tennessee.
Miller.
It's in Tennessee.
He has a coronavirus and his lungs are damaged.
Oh
I'm
my
not even
God.
kidding. He said that. He said that. No, he literally said that he has like a breathing problem.
Ooh,
You know what?
Von Miller.
He's gonna come back better than ever.
Bradley Chubb is pretty good though.
I mean, they lost what's his name? Cornerback.
Chris Harris.
Chris Harris.
Harris.
Yeah, they're gonna.
But they
cook-
got
I don't even know what's going on. These teams both aren't that
they got
good.
AJ Boye. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that is not a like for like replacement skill wise.
Justin,
Not
they still have
terrible,
Justin
though.
Simmons though.
He's not terrible. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh my.
This
Okay,
guy
I
thinks
love
that-
Boston College, but Isaac Yiadom is not going to replace Chris Harris Jr.
Just watch him.
Nobody even knows who Isaac Yiadom is other than me and maybe Andrew because he goes to BC High.
I don't even care. Someone else
I think
can
AJ
pick
Dillon's gonna
this.
be a
I
star.
don't even want.
Donis, who do you have? Bills?
Who do I have
mean,
again?
Broncos
I
or
have Tennessee.
Titans?
I have Tennessee.
I have a toss-up going into the Broncos, but if we got two for Tennessee.
My
I'm gonna go
predicted score is 21-20, so I just don't even care.
Mine's 2017.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna
Anybody
be the
feel really-
Broncos. Please give me
Nick,
this one.
Nick, if you feel really strongly, we'll take the Broncos.
I'll give it to you, Nick. I'm
Yeah.
Thank
feeling
you.
nice today. I'm
I
feeling
still like
non-combative.
I still like Tennessee more, but you
Yeah.
feel really strongly about it, so you can.
I do.
I think the Broncos
Okay.
have a really good
No
roster, but it's a lot of young people. Not a phenomenal coach.
Yeah, he's old,
Yeah.
Who?
so he's confused. Vic Fangio.
Vic Fangio.
Oh,
Yeah.
big fan.
Also, he's a defensive
I wasn't sure who you were
coach.
talking about.
Yeah.
So is
they're great
Vrabel.
defense.
True.
They have great personnel on offense, but
I
O-line
like
and
their
coach,
wide receiver core.
Drew Lock
I
is
like
pretty.
their running back committee,
Yes.
Yeah,
I do
Jared
too.
Judy.
but I
Gonna
don't
get
like
Melvin
Drew
Gordon.
Lock.
I like
Drew Lock
KJ
was
Hamler.
he was a Davy O'Brien winner like 8,000 times at Missouri, but I can't support him being.
Chandler hates Missouri. Confirmed.
I do hate Missouri. Yep, Missouri's terrible. I mean,
I just
first,
think-
Did
first
very well
Chiefs.
I just think Drew Lock is.
What do you
unproven.
need? You can't come in here right now. Sorry,
Is that Colin?
dude, get out of here. Colin, I never. You
Colin, do you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
fine.
come in here? No, Colin, settle the argument.
can't hear me.
Settle
He
the
doesn't like it- he
Titans
doesn't watch
Broncos
football.
argument. Oh, okay.
You probably take the Titans.
How do you? All right, we're going Broncos anyway.
Yeah, we're going Broncos. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Back to the
Chiefs
top.
Broncos.
This one's going to be the most. This one's going to be a heated debate. That's all I have to say. All right, Ravens versus Bills.
Ravens.
The Ravens
Easy.
are winning this game.
That is
Bills.
easy.
I'll give it
That
to
is
the
so
Ravens. I'll
easy.
give it to the Ravens. I
Donuts,
like
Thank
the
you,
don't give
Donuts.
up on
Thank
me.
you,
What are you
Donuts.
doing?
Yes.
Nick, I conceded to you twice. Come on.
Yeah.
But I would much
Nick,
rather
shut
have the
up.
Titans
You're an
move on
ass.
and then get. I would much rather have the Titans move on and get
Guys,
blown
guys.
out by the Chiefs than the Bills lose to the
Chief,
Ravens.
this ain't it.
Nick.
Guys, but you can't even deny the Bills are a good team. And
No,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
think-
saying they're
Yeah,
not.
but Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver
He
just
got
got arrested
arrested.
yesterday.
Why is everybody
What's
getting
up?
arrested in the NFL?
I know
Good
what's
question.
happening. Everybody's
Who
going
knows?
rogue.
They're gonna play the
know.
next season from prison.
It's gonna be what's
Quentin
the
Dunbar is
What's that
Apparently-
movie?
yeah, what's the movie with
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
and
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, yeah.
The longest
What's it called?
yard.
Oh shoot!
The longest
Is it that
yard,
one?
I think. Yeah.
The longest yard, yeah.
Yeah. The one where he absolutely
That's my
cannons
favorite
the
movie.
football in a semi-obscene scene.
Bro,
That's
I
Nick's
can't
favorite-
believe this.
that's
I
Nick's
cannot
favorite
believe
movie.
that you want the Ravens. I just
I don't want
Nick,
the
would you
Ravens,
shut
but
up?
they're so much better than the Bills.
they're
Yeah,
not
they are.
so much better than the
Yeah,
Bills.
kind-
I would
yeah.
Nick,
disagree
why are
with
you
that.
slopping all over the Bills? You're a Pats fan, bro.
So much.
Have a
I'm
little
just
faith in our
saying.
team.
You can't deny that they have a good
I
defense.
can
and
deny.
that
Look at their
offense-
quarterback.
Yeah,
Look at
Josh
his
Allen.
face.
That has nothing to do with their defense. What are you
Look at his
talking about?
face.
The Ravens
Lamar
have
Jackson
a
is
really good defense. You're forgetting
Yeah,
about that just because of
Unless
how good
Earl
Lamar-
Thomas just like dies from getting HIV from his brother or whatever.
No, he's
Whoa!
he's good.
Whoa,
He's good.
Nick.
He's good. He's good. He's good. Nick, he's okay. He's okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. You know
His
what?
marriage
I'll
might
just,
not
I'll
be, but
just,
he's okay.
Yeah.
I'll just give it to the Ravens just because we're gonna drop
Just
that.
because of that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Broncos versus Chiefs. Everybody better have the Chiefs. Like,
Chiefs.
come on.
Broncos.
Yes, Stuart, we obey you. Broncos
kidding.
to the AFC Championship.
Yep,
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
People
And
should stop
then-
sleep-
Chiefs.
People sleep on
Chiefs.
Mahomes. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but like,
It's true.
Mahomes is like Michael Jordan. Like, he's just gonna beat whoever plays in this playoffs. That's just how I feel.
Is he Michael Jordan?
Yeah, that's kind of a
I think
bold
he's like-
prediction.
He could be like the greatest quarterback of all time.
He
Yeah, I
he
think he
absolutely
will.
could. I don't think he will. I think he could.
Who knows?
Will?
I think
He's
he
got a lot
will.
of time left.
To say
He's al-
that he could be is not insane at all, Nick. You
No,
mean
no,
low
I
for
agree
that?
that he could
He
be.
easily be
talent
but I
is the
don't think
highest
he
of
will.
any football
He's
player I've
easily
ever
the most
seen.
talented.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Like ever.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
He
just can't believe how
already
good he
has
is.
MVP and Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, he's already had like a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah. I mean, I think if he retired
Yeah.
after this upcoming year, he'd probably be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and think about it. He wasn't healthy all of last season. What if he was already healthy? He could have pushed for MVP.
Oh shoot.
What about
that's
this year?
actually
He's going to
true.
be healthy. Their schedule's easier. This dude's going to throw like 58 touchdowns.
He's gonna
I think
pop off.
I think that he definitely has the potential to be the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't think he'll end up doing it because I don't think we'll ever see a team as dominant as the Patriots from 2001 to 2019. 2018. Say 2019 sucked. Hated that season. That season sucked.
Yeah, Nick thought we were going to win the Super Bowl. So
Yep. Let's go.
We did win the Super Bowl in 2018.
Well, he said
19.
2019.
Rewind the video to the intro.
Nick, we didn't ask you.
Hey, it was a tough season. We're gonna forget about that one. Jared Stidham is the heir apparent. No, he isn't. Trey Lance is the heir apparent. Oh my God.
Nick Antonakis is the heir apparent.
Trey Lance. Okay.
Boom.
I'm gonna give my quick. It's gonna be like 10 seconds. Jared Stidham is a good quarterback who had really bad teammates in college, but Trey Lance threw 24 touchdowns and no interceptions. He is a stud. End of sentence.
Thanks,
Thank
bye.
you.
Okay.
All right.
So let's just say
Ravens
conference
or
championship.
Chiefs? Do we all have the Chiefs?
I
Yeah.
have the Chiefs.
Chiefs. We all have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Two of us have them winning it, right?
Yep.
Me and Chandler. No, three of us. Me,
Yeah.
Chandler, and
We'll
Nick's
get
the
to
only
that.
one.
Three.
get to that.
Okay.
All right. Now
All right,
we'll move
NFC.
to NFC.
All right. So
So-
me, Nick, and Andrew all have Seahawks, Bucks, and Eagles.
I'll give it.
So
I'll
that's
give
just
it.
how we're gonna go. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So everybody is giving in for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm fine
Seahawks,
with that.
Bucks, and Eagles.
Seahawks, Bucks, Eagles.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we all have the same. We all have Bucks over Packers, I think.
Yeah, and I'll give Eagles too. I don't agree with it, but I'll give it.
All right. Okay, so then we have Seahawks, Eagles.
We have the Eagles.
I have Eagles.
Yeah, I got Eagles.
I pick Eagles.
3 for
Why
Eagles.
Everybody good with
fly?
Eagles?
Oh,
All right.
4 for Eagles.
And then Saints, Bucks. I have Saints.
I have Bucks.
I'm saying
I have Saints. Why
No
do you have
faith
the
in
Bucks?
GFB.
Nick has Saints.
Because I just don't believe in Drew Brees. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but he just doesn't I don't know. He's getting older. He didn't have that great of a season last year after his injury, and 41. We all know what happened with Brady when he turned 42.
What's gonna happen to Brady when
I
he
just
turns
think
43?
I just think they're just gonna choke. I don't know.
With that argument,
Yeah, I guess
could see it,
Brady's
but
older.
We have Saints going.
I agree. The Saints have a better offense and they have as good of an offense and a considerably better defense and probably better coaching. Though I do like wait, who's the
Arians is a
Bruce
pretty good
Arians.
coach.
Yeah, Arians
Bruce
is good.
Arians.
But he's also giving offensive play calling to Byron Leftwich this year.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we all know Brady's going to be calling the shots behind the scenes. He's like, I
Doesn't
don't want
matter.
anything except my teammates' phone numbers.
That's
Like,
Cap. Good
That's
Cap.
not true.
And
He's definitely
Good
going to be
call,
calling
Tom.
stuff. He's
Nick, you
definitely
better
gonna
be
be
hating on
calling
Brady.
stuff.
that he's
Nick,
not
without Brady,
deserving.
we would have nothing. Let's just be
Yeah,
real
that's
for a
true.
sec here.
That
And
is true.
It's very
No, you
possible
would
we
have
still would have
something
won
if
the
you had a
first Super
decent
Bowl.
quarterback.
Drew Bledsoe is one of the most underrated
won plenty of
quarterbacks
Super
ever
Bowls.
just because
That's
he got
true.
replaced by the GOAT.
That is true.
But no, I just think that the Saints are going to choke. I just don't believe in them. I've lost all faith. I lost faith in them. I don't care how good they are. I don't care if they add Julio. They're going to lose.
All right.
Imagine if they added Julio. That would be ridiculous.
They would win. They would
They would
definitely.
actually
Yeah, thanks,
win.
Nick. Thanks, Nick. I wouldn't have been able to tell that. Thank you so much.
Really?
It's so enlightening that if they
All right.
added Julio
Actually,
Jones,
you guys all-
whatever.
With Julio, I think they would lose the chemistry and go 0-16.
I agree. All right,
Yeah.
but you guys all have New Orleans, so
Yes.
We're going with New Orleans.
it's green.
And
Sorry,
then New
Stuart.
Orleans versus Philadelphia. I have New Orleans.
I have the Eagles.
This one's tough.
Here.
I
Alright, so
could
we're
go
taking the
either
Eagles
way,
then.
honestly.
I just think it's a matter of
Like,
revenge.
So we're going with the Eagles because me and
I'm
Donuts
pretty
have the
firm
Eagles.
You gotta go
with the
Eagles.
Saints.
But the Saints are so good, dude. Like Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, but you're the
like,
but me and Andrew totally think that the Eagles are going to win. You're in. On the
and
fence.
it's in New Orleans. You
Who
can't
cares?
even.
They lost to the Vikings last year in New Orleans.
Yeah, and the Eagles were a dropped pass away from beating Orleans with nobody 2 years ago.
And
Yeah.
who's to
Yeah, but
say
that was
they
2
don't
years
become
ago,
a dropped
though.
pass away again? It's not like the Eagles wide receiver core has a lot of playoff experience and being very successful in the playoffs.
What about like
Alshon
the year they won the
Jeffrey.
Super Bowl?
Okay, every other year. Look at every other year.
What do you mean every other year? It's only 2
Yes.
years.
Look at every year with Carson
Yeah,
Wentz in the playoffs.
Okay, last 2 years. Okay, Carson Wentz, but he hasn't played yet. But we kind of did. But
Yeah.
Okay, last year he would have won that playoff.
If not for what? Oh yeah.
The only reason
forget
he was
about
out was
that.
Yeah,
because
he
of
broke
his-
his ribs or
Excuse me.
whatever.
I remember that.
if the
thought you
Eagles
were
were
talking
healthy
about
last year,
the
they might have even made
So
the Super Bowl.
Davion Clowney. Ooh,
Yeah. Let's go,
Yeah, that would've been
Jadavion
very
Clowney.
because
But
Deshaun
back to
Jackson
that
would have come
clip
back.
when he
Actually,
lit
no, they
up the
would've.
guy from
With
Michigan.
Deshaun Jackson.
All right, so
I mean,
but,
I just don't think that Deshaun Jackson has as much as we all think he has, or you guys all think he has.
He was good in that one game last year, and then he got hurt.
Last year,
But they have Zach Ertz
in the
and
one
Dallas
game
Goedert.
he played,
And Dallas
yeah,
Goedert.
Dallas Goedert.
And the best O-line in football. Best O-line in
Really good.
football.
best O-line,
Yeah, that's true.
best O-line, a top 7 quarterback, solid
Top
wide
5.
receivers.
Yeah, top 5
You
quarterback.
put
I'm big
I'd
on
say top
Wentz.
5.
Wentz is better than
Watson.
Breeze right now. I'm gonna say that.
I hate to say it, but Wentz is better than Deshaun Watson.
I don't
Whoa.
hate that.
They're on
Wait.
the same level.
I don't hate that. I think I don't agree with it, but I don't hate it.
Nick,
I don't
same
hate
level.
it, but I would say
Hear me
that
out, hear me
Deshaun
out.
Watson
What do you think
is
here?
better.
more yards. Last year he had
Mahomes,
more
Lamar.
yards,
Yeah, I'd probably lean
more
towards
touchdowns,
Wentz.
fewer interceptions,
And
throwing
then Sam
kids
still picked
nobody. Throwing to
Trevor
absolutely
Lawrence over
nobody.
over Carson Wentz.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I know.
Trevor Lawrence.
That
I
was,
picked Burrow
that was
before I picked
awful.
Lawrence.
Yeah, I would too.
I would pick like Matt Ryan or like Bridgewater
Yeah.
or something like that.
Bridgewater over Trevor Lawrence? I wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, no,
Lawrence
that's
is like
that's
20
a little
or
bit-
19
Joe
years
Burrow. Could have picked Joe Burrow.
We already said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. But wait, we
Okay,
gotta
where do you
decide
go?
here.
You know what?
Okay, I'm
Eagles.
pretty firm with the Saints.
I'm pretty firm with the Eagles, and so is Donis.
I'm
And
pretty
Nick's
firm
on the
with the
fence, so the Eagles are going to the
Nick's
Super
on the
Bowl.
fence. That's how it works.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
gonna say, you know what? No. I'm gonna say Saints.
All right. So then, how are we gonna decide?
We're gonna battle it out to the death.
Yep.
I'm not conceding.
Let's go position by position.
No, I'm not going position
Okay.
by position. I don't care how good the Saints
Let's
are.
just go
They're
key
going to lose. They're going to
factors.
choke. No, they're
Okay,
going
so
to choke.
tell me why.
Okay,
Tell me
let's
why
go
they're
fine.
gonna choke.
Yeah,
Because
why?
they choke
Let's
every
go
year,
position
and
by,
I
let's
know
go
that
position by position. Let's go
No.
position by position. Quarterback, Eagles.
Eagles, sure.
all day
Okay,
long.
Eagles. Wait, I'll
Running
keep
back,
score.
division
Hold on.
Saints.
Wait. Okay,
Nick is our
wait.
scribe.
Okay, and then running back, we're gonna say Saints because
Yep.
Camara.
Saints.
Okay.
Wide
But running
receiver,
back's not that
Saints.
important. Wide receiver.
Wide receiver,
Wait, no.
Saints.
You know what? We should actually do it like this. We should give a check for a win and then 2 checks for a clear win because that makes a difference.
It's gonna take forever.
Okay.
That's
Wait, hold on. I need to redo my bracket then. Hold up.
No, you don't. Just put a check next to it.
Nick, I've already
Okay,
got
wait.
Nick written down.
Yeah, let me do
Okay,
Yeah, just
ready? I
go
got
to
it. Go. All right, we're starting over. I feel like each
it.
team
Quarterback,
deserves a
1
check.
check to the Eagles.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I see how we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah. Running
Running
back,
back,
1 check,
running
to
back,
the
check to
Saints.
the
One
Saints.
check to the Saints.
Saints.
Wide receiver,
2 checks to the Saints.
probably 2 checks to the
To
Saints.
Yeah.
to the Saints. Yeah.
Tight
Tight
end.
end.
Two checks.
two
to the
checks.
I
Eagles.
could
to the Eagles.
see 2. I could see 2.
2 checks
Definitely
to
two.
the Eagles.
Because I think
Yeah.
I think Dallas Goedert is kind of equalish to Jared Cook and the
Yeah,
Hurts.
I agree.
Yeah.
Way, not even
Yeah.
close.
So it's a tie.
O-line, check
I think
to
it's
the
a-
Eagles.
Yeah, I think it's only 1 check though.
Only one
Yep.
check. Yeah. The
Okay,
Saints have
okay.
a good O-line.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 1 check to the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles are up.
And then
D-line, check to the
D-line,
Eagles.
I'll give 1 check to the Eagles.
Eagles definitely.
Yeah.
I'd almost
And
consider
then-
the 2. They
Yeah,
have one
2
best
checks to the
2 checks
linebackers.
for linebackers to the Saints.
Yeah.
Corners.
2
Or
1
we'll
check
just group
on
secondary.
corners to the Saints.
Are we doing corners and safeties in one group? Are we just doing secondary, or are we doing them
Secondary, I
separate?
think it's fine.
We'll just do secondary. If we're just doing secondary, then I'd probably give 2 to the Saints.
I'd give 1.
Mm,
I'd give 1.
They lost, or I don't know, actually. Wait a second. Didn't Malcolm Jenkins go from the Eagles to the Saints this offseason?
To the
I mean, he's
Saints,
kind of
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
kind of old though. I don't know. Who do the Saints have? Who the
He's
Saints?
kind of, yeah,
safety?
he was the
They have Marshawn Lattimore.
He's a
They
cornerback.
have
overrated.
He's a little overrated. He's good,
okay,
but he's not.
My
yeah.
laptop's dead. Okay, hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Andrew, you probably have the Eagles roster memorized.
Yeah. Do you know, who's your
I can
secondary?
name like probably
Slay, Jalen Mills.
secondary Darius Slay, and then
Jalen Mills
for
still there?
cornerback 2, there's Crayvon LeBlanc, Avonte Maddox, and Sidney Jones. Nobody knows who's going to
Sidney
be.
Jones.
Crayvon
Yeah.
LeBlanc was injured.
Yeah.
Sidney Jones Sidney Jones was really good last year.
Yeah, he was
Crayvon
pretty
LeBlanc,
good.
But they were injured for most of the year. But when
Yeah.
he came back, Sidney
Yeah, and
Jones
Slay is
had
an
like 3
excellent
pass
corner.
breakups in the past game.
Slay is
Crayvon-
very good.
Crayvon LeBlanc
Slay's like a Pro Bowler.
Crayvon LeBlanc was all
Yes.
over the place.
They
Crayvon
lost.
LeBlanc was the only person who could tackle Saquon.
Do the Saints still
And
have
then,
Eli
as
Apple?
far as safeties, we have
No, they
Kayvon
don't.
Wallace out of Clemson. I think they do. They don't? Oh, is he on like the – where'd he go?
And he's like
He's
I
gone.
don't even know where he is. Raiders,
Saints. The
doesn't he?
Saints have or are you still on the Eagles?
I'm still on the
Okay.
Eagles. For safeties, Eagles have Will Parks I got him from the Broncos. Rodney McLeod, who they re-signed. Jalen Mills, they just moved to safety, and they have Kayvon Wallace from Clemson. He was really good.
I like him.
Fly Eagles fly.
Okay, so the Saints, Marshawn Lattimore and Janoris Jenkins at cornerback.
I don't like the Jenkins. Really don't like Jenkins.
I like Janoris Jenkins.
Well,
Then
like
somebody who
He did
I'm
coach
higher
somebody.
on than most people, you have
kidding.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson at strong safety, but you
the
also
Eagles also have Nick Roby-Coleman at corner. I forgot about
Yep, Eagles are better. So let's
The
just get out of here.
the Eagles are not better in the
They
secondary.
are better. They're better
No, they're
overall.
not.
How about
Yes,
this?
they
I would
are.
give
No.
I would give the Saints a check at safety, and then I would give the Eagles
Marcus
a check
Williams.
at corner.
You have
Okay,
Marcus
fine.
Williams, and you have I'll give one.
Marcus
I was saying two, but I'll say
Williams
one.
is terrible.
Marcus
One
Williams
check.
is
Burnt
terrible.
by
One check
Stephon
to the
Diggs.
Eagles for cornerbacks, and one check to the Saints for safeties. And
Then
we're
it's a tie.
tied. Bruh.
Okay, sure.
Oh.
And then
Not
special
tied.
teams, are we even gonna do that now?
No,
Sure.
yeah, because we're tied. We're doing special teams because we're tied.
The Eagles.
No, we should do
Pick
coaching
Elliott.
as the tie. Coaching should be the tie.
Eagles.
Coaching
Coaching is for the Saints.
Coaching is pretty.
Or a kicker. We should do kicker for the
Close.
tie.
Eagles.
No, coaching's more important than
It's
the
a
kicker.
pretty
Kicker's
close.
important.
Dude, if you miss a
No,
field
kicker
goal,
doesn't-
then you're
Kicker
done.
cannot be coached. You cannot coach a kicker
Miss a
at the
clutch-
Oh my
NFL level.
god! But the kickers aren't gonna
Yeah.
Miss a clutch field goal, you're screwed.
take the kick. It's super. Yes, but it's super it's so
Yeah.
unimportant. Jake Elliott is a top 10 kicker. Will Lutz is like a top 3 kicker, but there's like hardly any difference between
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree.
So
with
coaching.
Okay.
Sean Payton versus Doug
But
Peterson. I'm
chances-
taking Sean Payton 10 days a week.
them. Are they?
I'm taking Doug Peterson 6 out of 10 days of the week. The playoffs. I don't care. Yeah. I just like the Eagles. I'm sorry. I'm not
I think
changing.
you just hate the Saints. I think you
I
just
just
hate
hate the Saints
You're
because
just
I picked them
bitter
to win the
that
Super
they-
Bowl and they lost in the wild card
They
round.
mess you every year.
No,
yeah.
last year everything was set up for them. They win at home. They get to play the Green Bay Packers, like the worst 2 seed ever. Then they get to play an inexperienced
Nah,
quarterback.
the Seahawks are the worst 2 seed ever.
They-
Oh,
no, I
God.
mean last year. They had everything set up for them to make the Super Bowl. And the year before that too. They were all needed to win. And both years they've choked. I just don't have any faith in them anymore in this iteration of the team. And Breeze did not look that good last year after his injury. He was like an above average quarterback. He's only getting older.
I think when it comes down to it, the important positions: quarterback, offensive, defensive line. Eagles win all of those. Head
Yeah,
coach is
that's
important,
facts.
but it's a close.
Okay, but
Close
then
win to the
again, New
Saints.
Orleans wins wide receiver.
That's like the least important position on the football field.
I mean,
receiver is this
Andrew
one of
Andrew
the-
can
one of the
testify that
lesser
a couple
important
wide receiver
positions.
mistakes can prove to be very important to a
Yes,
season.
that's true.
O-line's more important.
They can prove to be very brutal.
O-line and D-line are more important.
I think O-line's more important. I don't think D-line's more important.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
O-line.
think D-line is that important. You can have a linebacking core that can blitz.
All right, fine. And
I mean, I
quarterback's
think-
more important anyway.
I
I think Carson
edge
Wentz is way
rusher.
better than Breeze right now.
Okay, but still, Breeze
I'm
is
not-
still not. He's not bad. You can't say Breeze is bad.
I can.
And he has so many weapons around him. That's not bad.
Yeah,
It's.
he
I
has
would
so
say
many
it's similar
toys.
to the Bucs scenario. You would say that Brady isn't even that good anymore. But he has Chris Godwin and Mike Evans around him, so that are leading people like us
Chris
to think
Godwin
that they're
is
gonna go all the way to
overrated.
the
Okay,
NFC
Chris
Championship.
Chris Godwin is a
Chris
little
Godwin is
overrated.
good,
He's
but the
good.
reason he puts up those stats is because in a Bruce Arians offense, everything is centered around wide receivers going deep and
Yeah, the
getting an
Chuck.
insane
The
amount
Chuck
of catches,
offense.
an insane amount
Andy-
of yards.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
changed this year.
And he
though.
has Gronk, and he has OJ Howard.
Gronk is not.
gonna suck.
Yeah.
Gronk
Yeah, but even on the blocking front,
stunk in his
Play-
last
I'm sure he can
Gronk.
block, but
play Gronk at the blocking
Why are we
position, then
talking
have
about the Bucs?
OJ
The Bucs
Howard
are
go.
gone. The Bucs are gone.
Yeah, I know. Why
I
are
I
we
know,
Even
but
talking
I'm
the
just
Saints.
saying, I'm comparing
the
them to the
Bucs. I mean,
Saints
the Eagles.
because you would say that the Saints have a much better core team than the Bucs, and people are very high on the Bucs
I'm
just
not that
because
high
of
on the
these
Bucs.
offensive weapons.
I just don't believe in the Saints at all.
I mean, I guess
Yeah, I
that's
don't-
the big difference. I do.
I don't. It's like Breeze has proven, or the Saints in general have not proven to in the past couple of years in the playoffs have proven to dwindle.
They just always lose in these big moments.
I just feel like the addition
They're
of
not-
Emmanuel Sanders is going to be bigger than people think.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I believe
I
that.
do.
People already think it's good, so I don't think.
Well, yeah.
Yep. It's good, but
I think he's going to
Emmanuel
be
Sanders is
slightly better than
debatably
Ted
a number
Ginn,
one
but-
wide receiver.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. I don't think he's that much better than Ted Ginn.
You don't
He's
think that he's
good.
that much better than Ted Ginn Jr.?
What?
As a wide receiver,
Yeah, and
too.
Ginn
I
adds
think
some special
he's
teams.
considered
Yeah,
better, but as a wide receiver too, he's not going to have. He's not going to
Yeah,
have
it's
that
not
much of
gonna-
a big impact.
he's not
I
going
mean,
to
if we
cause
look at
like
the
the Saints to win a
huge
whole other
impact that he
game.
had for the 49ers last year, after they got him, they were a much better team.
Yes.
I guess
Why
for
has they
me,
treated him as a wide
it's more of a
receiver one?
looking at the team on paper rather than looking at what the team's done in the past, and that's what Stewart is doing. So I think that we're just going to agree to disagree, and if we're going to move with the Eagles, I really don't agree with it, but
It doesn't
for the
matter to me
yeah,
sake of
anyway
moving on.
because
I'll
I'm taking
go
the
with the
Chiefs over
Eagles.
either
yeah,
of
I'm
those
taking the
Because
teams.
Chiefs
I
over
was
whoever
on the
comes out
fence
of the game.
before. So I mean, even though I
can just do
I
Saints
have high
slash
hopes
Eagles.
for the Saints.
Nah, that's disrespectful. We're going to pick
No,
one
because
team.
if the Saints
if
are
we're going
moving
by
on, I have them
roster-
beating the Chiefs.
Shut up, Nick. If we have this, the Chiefs,
doesn't matter. The
Patrick
Chiefs are
Mahomes
winning. The
is
Chiefs are
the
winning.
greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're going to win whoever they play. I don't even care. They're just going to win.
Yeah,
I mean,
You know what, and Andrew,
You're barely even taking the Saints
you
over
had
the
a- you had a
Eagles
rough
right now,
draft.
Nick.
You got a rough
How are you going to
draft.
take the Saints
Eagles,
over
I'll
the
take
Chiefs?
Eagles. I'll take the Eagles over the Saints.
yeah, fine.
Thank
We'll
you,
go.
Chairman.
We'll go Eagles.
You're
We'll
welcome.
go Eagles.
Just for Donis.
Just for Donis.
Just for Donis.
Yep.
And then
the Chiefs.
I'm
I'm
taking
sorry,
the
you have
Chiefs.
to watch this game now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now that it's the Eagles, they can't. They can't
Nick,
beat
shut
the
up.
Chiefs. I'm sorry,
Neither can the
but
Saints.
it's,
Neither
it's
can
a
the Saints.
fact.
Neither can the Saints.
I disagree. I feel like the Saints would have a better chance against the Chiefs than the
And
Eagles
they'd
would.
still lose.
until Tyrann Mathieu baits Drew Brees into throwing a pass, and Drew Brees can't hit Michael Thomas deep.
Yep.
And
Chiefs are
Tyrann
going to
Mathieu
win the
picks it
Super
off.
Bowl.
Yeah,
Michael
but I
Thomas
feel
doesn't go
like
deep.
I
Michael
know. I
Thomas
feel like
is the slant king.
Michael Thomas. I
13
feel like
receptions,
Michael Thomas
all of them
almost-
across the middle.
That's true.
All right, Saint. All right,
PPR
Chiefs
God.
Super Bowl.
PPR
Chiefs.
God. Yeah, Chiefs Super Bowl. Clyde
guess,
Edwards-Helaire,
yeah.
Super Bowl MVP.
Who's the Super Bowl MVP? Mahomes. And then he goes
It's gonna
home
be,
and eats Popeyes from Drew Brees'
Mahomes.
mouth.
Yeah. So.
God.
And makes Nick
Then Drew
watch.
Brees heads up to the CBS recording booth with Nick Antonakis.
Boom.
Cover
He's
Monday
just
Night
like,
Football. Monday Night Football,
welcome.
ESPN.
Who will
And it's
cover
just like
Monday Night Football
silence.
this year? If there is Monday
Good
Night
question. Pat McAfee. No, it's not going to be Pat McAfee.
Football. No thanks.
That would be funny. That would
It'd be
be
I
funny,
love
but
Pat
then I get sick of it real quick.
That's
I wouldn't.
true.
I'm
You'd
I'm
freak
a
out over
regular
every
viewer of
pump.
the
You'd be like,
McAfee show.
"Ah,
The
great
McAfee
part, woo!"
Booger. Now what
Like,
we're
come
going to
on,
see here,
come on,
guys,
dude.
is that he's dropping back to make a pass
Dude, that's ridiculous.
first quarter.
I hate
Back when I
Booger.
had my
can't.
intern
That was the worst.
Manning story.
Well, who was the play-by-play guy? Joe Tessitore?
Oh, yeah, Joe Tessitore.
He
It
would be
wasn't
like,
that bad.
no, it would be like a 4-yard gain on the ground. He gets so hyped. Like,
Oh my
Boston
God.
Scott for a 3-yard out, 3-13. The Eagles
But-
trail 3-0.
I feel like that's partially ESPN's fault just because it's Disney. They're like, boom, every play is the biggest play in football. Go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Gotta get Peyton Manning on there. Come on.
Peyton Manning already declined
He
it, right?
declined it.
Yeah, I know. Damn it.
That's too bad.
He
I
is
feel
on.
like
He has
Peyton Manning
Peyton's
would be entertaining.
places. He played golf
Oh.
with Brady.
Yep. Oh, I'm excited
Yes,
for that.
and Phil Mickelson and the other guy. I
Tiger
forget who
Woods.
the
The
other-
other guy. Okay, Nick.
Everyone
Okay,
lives
we're gonna
I
have
didn't
a
know
problem.
Tiger Woods was
We're gonna
there.
have a problem here, Nick.
Was it
Woods
Tiger? I thought it
top
was.
10 athlete.
I know who Tiger Woods is. Obviously, I just didn't
I
think
don't
that
think
Tiger
you
Woods
do.
was playing with
Moment.
them. I didn't think Tiger Woods was playing with them.
Yes.
Tiger
That's like
Woods
the
is a
whole
god-
thing.
is goaded.
Tom Brady's just.
Terrible.
Tom Brady is
Yes.
objectively better at golf than Charles Barkley is.
He wants an earring.
How would you know that?
Who? Me?
Tom Brady or Charles? I mean, Charles has been playing for longer, so I might. lean
Charles
towards
Barkley,
him.
have you seen him play golf?
His golf swing's pretty bad.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Hold up. This.
Oh.
He's
Still better than
horrible.
Nick.
The fuck?
He's look it up.
He's better than
Everybody
Nick.
at home.
My
pause
golf
this,
swing is
look
not
it up,
that
and then
bad.
come back.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
You're terrible at golf, Nick.
Hey, golf
not
courses
that-
are open.
I-
We can talk the talk.
I'm not good.
You're
Yeah.
bad.
Well, Chandler would probably be.
I've
never
never
golfed.
63
I've-
once.
I've
I'm
never
honestly
actually
not
played
that
real
good
golf.
at golf. I'm
I
okay.
only played mini golf.
Stewart.
That's still better
Leaf.
than you.
Okay, at mini golf, I would think I would win mini golf.
No, you wouldn't. Because they just
Yeah,
push
you
you
would.
and you're
Nick's
Oh, I
swinging.
would
Nick's
probably
closer to the ground.
I have a pretty good
Nick,
short
I have this feeling that you'd like be good on some ones, and then other times you just like keep missing and missing. Like no, like getting all mad.
I'm not bad at mini golf.
Everybody's mocking you, and you're just like grinning with your smile, like missing like these
Oh
2
my
inches
God.
like, away. It like game all the way back down to the bottom of the green. And you're like,
game.
I can just imagine that.
Do we want to pick a Super Bowl MVP now that we're at it?
Patrick Mahomes, done.
Yeah.
I
Mahomes.
think it's gonna be
Mahomes.
whoever the left tackle is on the Chiefs. The first O lineman to ever win
what's
the
his
Super
name?
Bowl. Anthony.
Yeah, I'm thinking
guy-
backup
Gonzalez.
defensive end.
Yeah.
No, the guy who was the first pick in like 2013.
Oh yeah, Eric Fisher.
Eric Fisher, yeah.
Eric
Out of
Fisher.
Central Michigan. I remember him.
Oh, yeah.
One of the weirdest
Thanks,
number
Nick.
one overall picks
Schwartz.
ever.
Yeah. I mean,
Because it's like
Who
he's
is in
The
good.
the-
white
that was the
linebacker
same year that
Lorenz.
Anthony Bennett went number 1 in the NBA draft.
2013 was a
Oh
weird
my
year
God.
for football.
With the first pick in the 2013 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Anthony Bennett. What?
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
That was a good pick.
Yep.
Anthony
He got
Bennett.
cut
That's
by
next
the Nets.
childhood. That's he got cut by a team in Turkey.
Did he actually?
Yeah,
That's
that's
tough.
next childhood hero, Anthony
Yep.
Bennett. He wants to be him.
UNLV.
They
I
have the
have
same
a
body
poster
type.
of him.
Nick, what number did Anthony Bennett? I don't even know that actually.
I don't know either.
Was it
52.
13? I feel like it was
13,
13.
52.
My gut is
62.
telling me 13. I'm gonna look that up.
30 maybe.
If it's
I think
52,
I'm pretty
you're
sure it
all
was
paying me.
13.
If it's 52, you're all paying me $1,000.
No, I don't know any NBA players who wore 52.
15.
15.
I was close.
That's basically 52 backwards.
No, it's not.
Nick, why are
51,
we still
52,
recording?
that's like the same thing. Oh, yeah, you know what? Why
No,
are
we
we still
started.
recording? I guess that's it. Guess that's all we have for you guys today.
This is what you guys
the-
pay for. Nothing. You pay nothing. You're welcome.
If you have not already, make sure hit subscribe to ACMi Sports, like the video, and leave in
Don't
the
do
comments what you guys do it.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to Stuart.
Don't
Yeah,
do
don't
it.
listen to Stuart. Stuart is the antagonist
Dislike.
of no,
Dislike, comment
If you-
KYS.
If you do it, Nick will haunt you in your sleep.
Dude, you don't want me staring outside
sure
your
to-
window at night.
Don't
Oh my
subscribe.
god.
Leave a dislike. Comment
All right.
KYS. Peace.
All right, but seriously, make sure to like the video. Leave in the comments what you want to see us do in the future.
I promise
episodes,
we're
what
not
you wanna see
actually
us
out of
talk about.
ideas though. We have a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
we
plenty
do?
of ideas
Yeah,
planned.
we do.
But if you guys have something that you want us to talk about, make sure to leave it in the comments. We would really appreciate that.
Talking about
And make sure
beforehand.
if you haven't already, go follow ACMi Sports on Instagram for further updates about the podcast, as well as some other fun content that has to do with professional sports. On our Instagram.
Hey, guys,
page.
This
And
is
collegiate
Nick
sports
Antonakis.
possibly.
Just letting you know that our
He's
next
lying.
episode of ACM
Oh my God.
podcast is on YouTube. Go
Can we
check
talk
it out.
about can we talk
Everyone go
about,
comment. Go
it's
comment
on-
W. Everyone go
it's-
comment W
go
on
check
that
it out.
Instagram.
No, yeah. If you see this,
If you
see
stayed this
go
long.
on the
Which one?
If you stayed this long, go on the Instagram page.
You go
and
on
comment
Nick's
W
personal
on
Instagram
that
and comment
post of me
something
saying
rude
that
about his
the-
nose.
Just say no. Just put a nose
Something
emoji.
rude about
That's
it. Just
That's what we're
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
do.
Okay,
Put
yeah.
a nose emoji if you've seen this on every post on ACMi Sports. Just go nose, nonstop until there are
Only
no noses
person-
left.
let's be real. Who's actually watched the entire thing through?
Probably Sam.
Sam.
Shouts out
Sam
Sam.
is the only one I
Sam.
can think
If
of.
you-
I
Everybody,
have.
prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I haven't watched through any of them, and I'm doing them.
Wow. Thanks.
Sam
I watched
and,
some of it. It's like an hour and a half. I don't have an hour and a half.
Corey Davis has.
I should though.
Corey
I should watch
Davis
through
did.
them.
Corey-
An hour and a half to sit down and watch a Zoom podcast.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Corey Davis is watching this.
Shouts
mean,
out
you know.
Corey
If
Davis.
you're watching this, send me a signed
He was
jersey.
really fast when he
Hit
came
me
out
up on
of college.
Instagram.
Oh my God.
Who did he get? Who did
Not
they
the
And
draft?
before
fastest
we
neck, though.
close, just an update. Actually, I will double check now. I have not heard anything back from the Detroit Lions.
Okay, the pick
Nick, are you
immediately after
serious?
Corey Davis was Jamal Adams.
I
Aw.
sent
Three
that
picks later was
clip.
Christian
Nick,
McCaffrey.
they're not
Yeah.
gonna answer
and
your
then
DM.
Patrick Mahomes, Marshawn Lattimore, and
Oh my
Deshaun Watson.
Nick, they're not gonna answer your DM.
Yeah, Nick. The
Dude,
Detroit
I
Lions
just want to check.
They're
I just
never.
wanna see
No,
if
no,
they
no.
see
They
it.
don't,
never going to answer.
they don't do those
I just
kinds
want
of
to see if
things.
they see it. That'd be so funny if they saw it.
No, you should send an email to them,
Like
to the
the best
official
chance
PR
we
or
have
something.
at helping this podcast. Yeah, the only chance this podcast has of getting big is if we all just DM like mediocre cornerbacks from random teams. We found like the only like white cornerback in the league. Get him on. And
Let's
we
get
just
White
saw a video of
Lightning.
an
Let's
NFL
get
player on our
Apke.
podcast. That's, like,
Let's
the
get
only-
Apke. Let's get White Lightning.
I looked up white cornerback rankings. The fourth best white cornerback in the world is in high school.
What?
It's tough.
Nick, can you stop the recording already?
Nick, name me a
okay.
white
Yeah,
cornerback.
okay, we're done.
Let me wrap
Thank
this
you.
up. Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you everybody so much for watching. And we'll see you next time for the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.